What's up, guys? Welcome to yet another Red Rose cast, and we're coming pretty much straight off the back of watching the Volume 7 finale.
Ah, you were a good episode.
It was actually really good, considering, no disrespect, but the Volume 6 finale wasn't the best.
No.
This one was definitely pretty freaking great. And we have a whole lot of stuff to unpack.
It's what we wanted to see.
Exactly. Yeah. It is exactly. It's so much so that we're actually doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
So because there's so much we need to unpack. So let's start with Steve.
Okay.
What did you like about the finale, and what is there anything that you noticed that you can talk about?
Well, the one thing that really stood out to me, other than the stuff we'll get onto later, was Ironwood and Oscar's moment. Really turning the tables on what we thought we knew about Ironwood, what that's going to mean for the Ironwood that we're going to get later on.
Yeah. They're incredible. Like, they were a twist no one saw coming.
No.
And the fact that they're basically going to villainise him, I think, is very interesting.
See, I thought they was going to villainise him from a while back, but I didn't know how they was going to do it.
I think they've done it very smart. Ironwood has been one of the best written characters, and actually has been surprisingly big in this whole volume. You see why. It's because he's the one who's basically, in a way, he's the one who's caused everything, in a certain context, because he's the one calling the shots. So Ironwood's the one who basically Salem's been targeting the whole time. So obviously it's clearly freaking worked. Like he John Wicks Oscar off the freaking ledge, and it's like, oh my god, it's that moment where, and the blank stare as well.
There's no emotion.
No emotion. It's like I've just shot basically some kid off a ledge, and I don't give a jive. So anything stood out to you in the finale, Jordan?
So it was interesting, because a big issue I thought that would arise...
Hold it. Spoilers for the Volume 7 finale. Yeah, just a bit. We're professionals, guys. Professionals. Continue.
One big thing that I always thought, they had so much stuff at the end of last episode, before the finale, that they had to wrap up. I was quite worried that they wouldn't be able to do it in time, and it'd leave quite a lot just there. But they managed to handle it all very well. It showed a lot for the future as well.
It did.
In fact, it comes back to what Lindsay turned around and said. You'd want more with a cliffhanger, but there hasn't. There's a cliffhanger in a sense, but there isn't one that's too strong a cliffhanger.
I sort of see where you're getting at, because obviously there's a giant freaking grim whale just outside of Atlas, but everything, obviously that's a big thing, quite literally, but everything, I guess, story-wise has been resolved to a certain extent. So like the Winter Maiden story, which we'll get onto a bit later, of course, the relic, both the relics, I suppose, because the Staff of Creation never actually really came into it.
No.
So the intro was a little bit deceiving there. But regardless, so they wrapped everything up in not the world's perfect bow, but still a bow regardless. Thoughts on that, Steve, real quick?
The relic stuff was always going to be an interesting thing with what they go with. Like, for example, not in this episode, but we've learned more about the relic of creation than we've actually had, and obviously we've learned more where it is and all that. It seems to be powering Atlas and what its capabilities are compared to the other relics that we've known about and seen.
Only thing, well, not the only thing, because there's obviously a very big thing we're going to talk about pretty soon, after I've said my little piece, and that is Ruby's Silver Eyes. The reason I found it very interesting is because, was it the episode before or the episode before the finale? I can't remember which one. It's the one where Salem appeared. The two before, right? Episode 11. Salem said the thing to Ruby about her mother. Right? About, your mother said the same thing to me. And then Ruby's Silver Eyes almost like flicker and burst. which at the time was very like, what? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
Is this something we've not seen before? Has she effectively deactivated Ruby's Silver Eyes? What has she done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't really seem to do anything. In fact,
No.
it seemed a little bit, not pointless, and this is actually more of a negative, unfortunately, for me to say,
No.
but that sort of thing seemed really important, but doesn't seem to have any form of repercussion. Because Ruby and Weiss rock up on the scene with the Winter Maiden, she sees Cinder, and basically goes, just basically looks at her and goes, Silver Eyes! And doesn't really, because you know, like when we've seen her use it, she's had like a bit of a build up, she's gone like, you know, time's slowed down, everything's gone quiet, it's been quite cinematic, it's quite cool.
Yeah.
This time she just quite literally just goes, oh no, Silver Eyes! And it just happens. You don't really see anything really occur. Which I thought, from a personal perspective anyway, was a little bit odd. So it kind of shows that, oh right, Ruby had this thing, it seemed to affect her Silver Eyes powers.
Yeah.
I saw it a little bit in the comments of that episode as well. But it doesn't seem to have really amounted to anything. Because if anything, she seems to have done it.
I think
easy.
What I got from it when it happened in the episode was, because we know it's driven by emotion.
It's very emotionally driven.
So it's quite literally the opposite of grim when you think about it. Emotions, negative emotions. Whatever. But anyway, I just assumed that it was because that was one of Ruby's deepest emotions about her mother. And that when it came to somebody like mentioning her in a way that really would attack like her emotions, it was almost triggering it because it was that deep an emotion.
First time I watched the episode, I didn't actually realise she'd used Silver Eyes.
Okay.
Neither did I.
It flashes on the screen.
Yeah, but I just thought it was a flash.
I mean, I'm gonna be.
Oh my god, guy.
I'm gonna be real.
Damn.
There were that many emotions with other stuff, and then you go, oh yeah, she used the Silver Eyes. Oh, did she?
What?
Yeah, I was the same.
But I think
what?
But I think they did that purely on the basis of show. A, she still got it. They didn't want to take away the fact from what's essentially Penny and Winter's moment.
Yeah. I can see why. I understandably see it as a little bit of a negative, but you make a fair point, both of you. So we'll go on to the big thing of Volume 7, which is of course the whole whatever happened with the Winter Maiden. If you've watched the React, thank you. This guy got his spot freaking on, and Penny becomes the Winter Maiden.
Yeah.
Spoilers. You made a great point off camera at one point.
Yeah.
You gotta tell the people what that point was.
Basically, when we'd been on about who could have been, because last week we was all together and we'd seen the episode. We were saying who was going to be the Winter Maiden, and obviously it seemed to be like it was going to be Cinder, Penny, or Winter. And I said to them that I can't see it being Penny because Penny has a male aura because it's come from Pietro.
Exactly.
How can she get the Winter Maiden powers? Because she essentially would identify aura-wise, so and I'd have thought it attached to her aura, the Maiden powers, as a male. Even because a robot doesn't really have a gender.
No, it doesn't.
So
it doesn't.
I just assumed it would be male, so she couldn't get it because males can't get the maiden powers.
Males can't be maidens, simple as that. And obviously, I was like, that's a brilliant point. Like, so that rules Penny out. It seems too obvious to be Winter, so it'll be Cinder.
Yeah.
But then that's almost. And to be fair, I thought that'd be a very interesting twist, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
No.
Why did you actually think it would be Penny?
Because, from the reasoning behind it all, in Volume 7, it clicked to me the episode before.
Okay.
Basically, Winter was giving her speech to Penny about emotions.
Yeah.
They were spending too much time with Penny and Winter. I know it sounds really silly, but you just get that feeling that, alright, it's going to be Penny that gets it. Because she's getting she's basically getting the lessons off Winter of how to be the responsible maiden, is how I saw it.
Yeah, I could see where you're coming from with that.
Like, at one point they talk about duty and honour, and things like that she's saying to Penny. It's almost like Winter's teaching her, so it's like, why would they do that story-wise? Oh, maybe because Penny's going to get these powers she has no idea what to do with. That's how I saw it.
Yeah, and that's, I'd say, pretty logical. Like, that's understandable why you see that. It's interesting that Penny's surrounded by so many different people. Because Ruby and Winter are completely different characters.
Yeah.
So obviously the things that Ruby has taught her and the things that Winter's going to teach her are going to almost be completely polar opposites.
Yeah.
So I found it very interesting what they've done with Penny and how, Winter taught her about duty and honour, but Penny actually ignores it in a way.
Yeah.
And goes for her feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and goes for her feelings, especially when she saved Winter.
Yeah. Well, what I was just going to say from what Jordan was saying was that the way they portrayed Penny and Winter in those scenes, in my opinion, it's been like Penny's more the emotional one, whereas Winter's not, as in Winter's more of the robotic following orders, and Penny, being the robots the other way around, is the more emotional human-like character.
Which is very clever.
Have you not thought that mostly about the whole volume? Like, of all the Elysian side, obviously take out Team RWBY and Doom from that. But out of all the Elysian side, Penny's been the most human.
I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, I get
listen to
most
the
of them,
yeah.
I think, except I forget the name of the dog Aesop's. Marrow. It's apart from him, because he does seem a lot more grounded than the rest of them.
He's the rookie, so that's kind of why, like, I think he's the newest of the 5 Aesops, So that's a bit more understandable. Yeah, it was 5 Aesops. Not anymore!
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Penny is now the Winter Maiden.
Yeah.
That does contradict, in a way, what we know about the maidens and how the power passes on.
Yeah.
But we think that it maybe has something to do with the physical contact.
Yeah.
Because they obviously hold hands, and there's some very clear aura stuff going on.
Well, as I put it too early to you, I think of Penny as being a vessel that can hold an aura.
Which is basically, I think that's
she's essentially been able to, I think, hold multiple auras, maybe?
Could be. It's hard to tell, because she's only ever had Pietro's. But she's had it multiple times.
Don't know.
But then she's been rebuilt. John?
I'd definitely say, though, this is at least one of the turning points where they go, right, now Penny's technically a real boy.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
Yeah.
That is a character at the end of the day. That's what she's based on.
Yeah.
It makes sense. So, I could totally see that. It would make a whole lot of sense. And I think at the end of the day, since she's obviously based on Pinocchio, we're going to get more and more of the real boy or real girl in this sense.
Yeah.
I think that's probably going to be more of a, maybe definitely now going forward, that's going to be Penny's arc in Volume 8, I think.
That will be,
take a while, head on.
Yeah. Let's go, Razor Ray!
Freeze Ray!
She's got to throw her ultimate at her, isn't it? Kamehameha, that's okay. But so, now that Volume 7 is finally all wrapped up and done, what do we all think about it? So what are our overall thoughts of Volume 7? Good, bad, and different. Go, Steve.
Okay, well the first thing I wanted to bring up from the entirety of Volume 7 is I really like what they did with Jacques. Jacques Schnee. I think they've finished basically his art now, but they've done it in a really good way. And I really actually like the fact he got arrested. Instead of just, if he got killed, I think I'd have been a bit like, oh.
Yeah, that would have been weird.
But the fact he got arrested is made me more happy than anything else they could have done.
Oh.
And especially while he's doing the arrest, that was just gold.
Can I do that? that was obviously a great part. Jordan?
I'd say for me, it's a fantastic volume. Volume 6 was a step in the right direction. This is everything's paid off, I think, for Volume 7. And I hope that they can just keep it up in the future volumes. If I had to nitpick, one thing I was slightly disappointed with is Watts, to be fair.
Okay, why that?
Alright, yeah.
Because he's just been there. I know he's been there from like volume 4 onwards and not really done anything. And alright, this was supposed to be his time to shine. And he did, to be fair. But let's be real, what did he actually do? But he had one fight scene.
Obviously pretty big.
Oh, yeah.
I think with what it is with Watts is, there's a lot of stuff he's done, but it's not visually a thing we can see because it's all meant to be computers and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not something, it's the effects of what he does, not what he does, what we really see. The only time we really see it is when he's doing the computer thing when Penny's replacing Tyrion in the scene.
Yeah, all the way around, but yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
But yeah, even
that would have been a really stupid plan. But yeah.
But like Tyrion, when Tyrion came on, he were on alright, not super long, but he made a lasting effect.
Yeah.
I just don't really get that with Watts, to be fair.
But could you argue that's because Tyrion's the more physical problem? Because like Watts is literally the guy, if we phrase it how we are right now, I'm the guy behind the computer doing the jive, right? You two are the two actually getting stuff done, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Tyrion, when we see him massacre an entire hall of people, we see Tyrion massacre an entire hall of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watts is the one who actually does the damage.
Yeah.
Because he's the one who basically goes, no, it wasn't Tyrion, it was Penny.
Yeah.
Broadcast.
Yeah.
He's the one who does he's the one who makes it a problem.
Yeah, but then what I'd have liked more is if like the stuff he did had a little bit more of a lasting effect.
Okay.
You know, like the nightclub scene having a bit more of an impact towards Penny. It might do in the future.
It did at the time.
At the time it did, but it could have done a bit more, and a little bit more of the earlier stuff he did. To have more of an impact. It just.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he didn't have an impact. I just wish he'd have had a bit of a stronger one.
I know what you mean. I mostly agree with that, and I think that's maybe one thing I would say slightly about Volume 7 as a whole. There is some great stuff in it, absolutely fantastic stuff, and some bangers of an episodes.
Yeah.
But a couple of things do happen and are finished a little bit too quickly, in my opinion.
Alright.
Like, kind of like, in a way I do sort of agree with you with like a few things in Watts. Was it episode 3 or 4 when there's like a grim attack in Mantle and then it's resolved the next episode?
Yeah.
Like, we don't even see them suppress the grim invasion, we just see it start. The next episode starts 9 months like after the recent. In fact, it's the episode of the attack.
Yeah.
Oh,
of
yeah.
the nightclub attack, not nightclub attack, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Watts produces it to the public.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh my god, what the hell? Load of grim attack.
Yeah.
Next episode, it's like, oh, because of the recent grim invasion, blah blah blah. It's now been suppressed.
Yeah, we never saw what happened.
It's like, oh, that's sort of over. Okay.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to maybe have something there, but it's not like gaping holes. It's like
it's not.
needle pricks in a giant piece of fabric. You're barely going to notice it, but it would be nice to be there.
Yeah.
I suppose is the best way to phrase it. Would have also liked a tiny bit more. To be fair, this is mostly just the finale, but I would have actually liked them to do maybe a tiny bit more with Crow and Robin in the finale.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the fact that they wanted to focus on other things.
Yeah.
Because hell, Blake doesn't talk. Yang says about has like two sentences in it, and doesn't really do. They don't really do anything. I'm not gonna lie. But and obviously as her favourite character, that's very deeply saddening. but that's not that big of a problem because it's understandable why. So I understand why they did it, but personally I think it would have been a little bit better if they had.
Yeah.
Because there's the bit in the intro where they're like fighting Tyrion in Mantle, and that doesn't happen.
No.
Because they do fight him in Mantle, but it's with Clover.
Yeah.
And then Clover dies. So it's like, I also see why they did that because there's good reason why they did stuff. I just wish the stuff that they did in certain areas was a bit more fleshed.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing super bad. I think them going forward into Volume 8, that's probably what they're going to do next.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're going to do next. Speaking of which, what do we think is going to happen? Because we had a hell of a cliffhanger at the end, which we hadn't barely even touched upon actually.
No.
That's weird.
So let's talk about that and what we think is going to happen in Volume 8 because of that.
We've got, obviously, the massive, what is it, whale grim? What are we going to call it? Whale grim?
Just call it a whale, like, cause that's what
whale.
it is.
Okay. Flying whale.
Flying sky whale.
Why a flying whale, though?
Yeah, I actually don't know that. I
know it's for Pinocchio.
Yeah, I mean, we can see Grim flying behind it.
There's loads, yeah.
There's loads, but I think surely it's got to be holding Grim inside of it.
Probably. Has to be.
It has to be.
Like a little aircraft carrier.
Exactly. I think that's exactly what it basically is, a Grim aircraft carrier.
You know, like how the dragon in Volume 3 effectively dripped Grim?
Yeah.
I think it's basically going to be that, but it's going to like open its mouth and
yeah.
Grim. I'm going to be real, I think Volume 8 is probably... It's going to start with that. Like, they're not just going to leave and have like a whole episode of them going her on an Atlas airship. That's gonna just be really stupid. They're gonna start with that, obviously. Yeah. I think maybe going forward, I think that might last maybe about the first third of the volume. Then probably some big stuff's gonna go down. I don't know, Salem nicks the staff.
Yeah.
And then maybe after that, I don't think anything super huge is going to happen until maybe the finale.
Yeah.
Because I think maybe what they might start doing is possibly focusing on areas they haven't focused on as of right now.
Yeah.
Like, weirdly, summer was quite a big topic in this volume.
Yeah.
Maybe they will expand that in Volume 8.
I was going to say that, basically.
Go ahead, then.
Well, in general, to be fair, I think... Next volume is going to be quite heavy with flashbacks. In a way, they've somehow set it up so they can, in a way, dump information about people's pasts.
Alright.
Like, I think, personally, because of the conflict between Nora and Bren, they could quite easily do a Nora backstory.
Right. Oh god, yeah, that's something we haven't even spoke about. There's so much in this volume, in this episode, go down.
I feel that they could quite easily, before Crow's going on trial, he could almost talk about his old friends, or Team Stark, to Robin, to explain why he's always had bad luck with friends and things. And
the new favourite ship.
No, the new favourite ship's the one that they all hop on at the end.
Right, yeah.
And I feel that there will be a confrontation with Salem and RWBY where Summer will become a big talking point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's definitely going to be a talking point between Salem and RWBY at some point.
There needs to be, in my opinion. So anything Volume 8 related, Steve?
See, that's the thing, with Volume 8, I'm really unsure what's going to... I think for some reason, like, Penny's going to be persuaded to get the Staff of Creation out. I don't know how, but I feel like there's going to be something where, I don't know, maybe something with Ironwood as well. Just being, maybe Ironwood will be like, you work for me.
Yeah.
We need to get the staff out to save Atlas.
Yeah.
And I think she's going to be tipped. It might even be says no, but then eventually changes her mind and says yes.
That could be very interesting. Volume 8, what I want, especially now that Salem is physically in Atlas, I want Salem to do something. I know that sounds stupid.
Yeah.
But I want her... I don't want the simple fact of she's immortal, she can control Grim, to be the reason why she's feared. I effectively want her to do like a Thanos in Infinity War. Yeah. You know the scene where he's in Wakanda, he's basically walking through the heroes, they can do nothing to stop him, right? Even Scarlet Witch, most powerful one there, can do like nothing really to stop him. I want that, but Salem. Yeah. Like, I want everyone to try and stop Salem from grabbing the staff, and I absolutely fail.
Yeah.
I want to have a reason why we should be shit scared of Salem. Anything else Volume 8 related?
I do want an Oscar Ironwood, like, badass 90s action film come back. You thought you killed me!
Volume 8, there's so much that could happen. We know that this fight's not going to last the entire volume, or it shouldn't, but oh my god.
Just flash forward 9 months and then, like...
Oh God, I hate if they did that. I'd be so annoyed.
Yeah, please don't do that, Rooster Teeth. We want to see some stuff. we want to see it.
The only way I think a fast forward or like a time skip, but not a. It'd be one of them time skips where it happened. It's like one of them where you see the aftermath and then you see how that happened.
Like a backwards.
Yeah. And they did that. I think it was in day. Yeah, they've done like in day 5 a few times.
Alright, I've not seen that.
No, that was that. They actually did that really well as well.
Okay.
But yeah.
To translate
They're basically, because in day 5 they always said what day it was on when they went to a certain time period. So it was like day 1, day 2, or something like day 123.
Yeah. Okay. Trailers are going to be very interesting for this one.
Yeah.
They're going to be super good. Arguably, they couldn't show too much.
Yeah.
Because if they did, it'd not ruin it. But trailers, when they are released, we will obviously be reacting to them as well.
Yeah.
So be sure to check that out in about 6 months' time. Whenever the hell that happens. But yeah. And that's everything, guys. That is everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we haven't touched on literally every point in Volume 7.
We'll be here all day.
Yeah,
we
really would.
Yeah. This video would be 5 times as long if we spent all that time.
Yeah.
There's so much. Alright then, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out the React and obviously RWBY itself because it's so freaking good, this volume.
Yes.
Great to see it return to form as well. So
yes.
That's also another great thing about this volume. So, and that's mostly it for RWBY content. For quite a while. We'll probably be coming out with like a few red roses throughout the year, and obviously trailers and that when they release.
Probably some theories and stuff.
Theories, but like RWBY series was kind of it for quite a while, guys. But anyway,
it's a sad time.
It is a sad time. But thank you so much for checking this video out and all the others. So don't forget, guys, drop a like,
leave a comment,
subscribes are always appreciated,
and don't forget to ring the notification bell to hear about the videos when they come out straight away.
I'll say something too.
Thanks again for watching. We will see you next cast.
Bye.
Bye.